Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride, ever feel your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me who was controlling this body. Oh, I want to know what's really real to me. Before it vanishes like a wave. Get on the rock, get up the burn. Stand with the pride on me, the ways to make her. You must have heard it. Grasp the truth, hold it high. Right the peace, that's what is made to start with. You haven't heard it, girl. Don't be afraid to listen to your own heart. Big fast sonic, that's my heartbeat in you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 6 here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League's Chaos Cup. Tonight, we have the deviously dangerous Dark Elves of That's Kinda Catchy versus the Dwarven Dynamite of the Dinnerbell Darlings. Sweet Bunny versus Doug the Minotaur. Let's take a look at the current standings. In Division A, all wrapped up. Week number 6, Masters of MAML currently undefeated, 6-0-0. They're guaranteed to make the cut into the top 4. One more week to go in regular play here in the Chaos Cup. The Polka Ratmen losing to the Masters of MAML this week. They have a record of 4-0-2. They are not guaranteed to make the cut at this point. McLeod's Maulers, a Necro team coached by the Highlander. They're in 3rd place. And Damage Dragons, coached by War Horsemen, a Lizard team in 4th place. Those 4 teams are vying for a cut or a spot to make the cut to top 4 with one more week to go. But we're in Division B this evening. The Dinnerbell Darlings, coached by Doug the Minotaur, a Dwarven team, also undefeated, a record of 5-0-0. He's trying to make that 6-0-0 tonight. He'll be up against the number 2 team, That's Kinda Catchy, a Dark Elf team, coached by Sweet Bunny in their debut game on stream in the league. They have a record of 3-1-1 with 10 points. A much more competitive division here. Every team from the Dinnerbell Darlings all the way down to the Knights of Neffel are still mathematically in this. That's Kinda Catchy is playing Dinnerbell Darlings tonight. Both teams want to win. That's Kinda Catchy probably wants it a little bit more. Dinnerbell Darlings are not technically guaranteed to make the cut, but it is all but certain that they make the cut. The only way they're going to get knocked out is if Donkey Teeth wins 2 games and wins them by a very large margin. The Knights of Nuffle, surprisingly still in it, coached by league champion Clypheus. That's a Brett team with a record of 2-0-3. Really what he's hoping for is that Donkey Teeth and That's Kinda Catchy lose this week, but then Donkey Teeth and That's Kinda Catchy are going to play each other in week 7. He's hoping for a draw there. If that happens and he can win both of his games, he'll make the cuts. So we'll see what happens. But let's take a look at these rosters. First up, That's Kinda Catchy, coached by Sweet Bunny, a TV of 1,100, but he's down 2 players on this roster. He's going to pick up 2 journeyman linemen. That's going to bring his TV up to 1,240 for this evening. He has a Witch Elf, a level 3 Witch Elf. He's picked up Block and Sidestep, a great combo for a Witch Elf. He has Dodge and Frenzy. He has Jump Up. He has Block. He has Sidestep. A Blodger with Frenzy and Sidestep. Absolutely terrifying piece on this pitch. Absolutely terrifying. He's picked up the tackle skill on the number 2 blitzer. That is not going to, that's a skill that's not going to have any effect in tonight's game. He has 2 other blitzers that, of course, they come with the block skill. 2 linemen who've picked up Wrestle. 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 4 Fan Factor. Tonight, he's going to be up against Doug the Minotaur's team. Doug the Minotaur coming in at a TV of 1,260. That means only 20K in petty cash will be going. That's kind of Catchy's. I didn't even pronounce that right. That's Kinda Catchy's. Wait, 20K in petty cash. He has a few bucks in the treasury. He probably won't spend any of it. But Doug the Minotaur is coming in with a full 11-man roster. The level 3 runner, Kevin Bacon, has picked up block and an extra point of strength. The Troll Slayer, Gravy Crockett, he has picked up Mighty Blow. That's a player that has Dauntless and Frenzy. Dauntless not going to be much of a factor in this game, but Frenzy and Mighty Blow certainly are. Every single player on this team has block because that's what dwarves do. And look at this, 5 players with the guard skill. Absolutely fantastic roster for Doug the Minotaur this evening. 3 team rerolls, 1 apothecary, 5 fan factor. How do the teams play tonight? Standard Blood Bowl, right? Standard procedure tonight. This Dwarven team, you can see with all of this guard, right? All of this, every player has block, all of this guard. He's got a natural blitzer with the Troll Slayer. He's just going to base and bash, right? He's going to beat up the opponents as much as he can. He has thick skull. He has an AV of 9, generally speaking. He's pretty solid. He's very slow, but he's just going to plod down the pitch. He has a strength 4 player. He has this Mighty Blow Frenzy player. Both are perfectly viable for opening up holes down the pitch. And he'll just slowly move his cage on offense down the pitch, 1 turn at a time. Not so trusty patches. Thank you for the bits. On defense, he's going to have a little bit more of a tricky time against this Elven offense, right? The Elven offense has so much speed on him that it's going to be really tough to keep this Elven team from scoring, even being 2 players down. MA6, MA7 is going to be very, very tough to keep up with. And I think that's where the game's going to be won or lost. Sweet Bunny has a decision to make right from the get-go, right from the coin toss. If he wins the coin toss, he's almost certainly going to be on defense because he wants to pick that ball up and try to score. He doesn't want to go on offense and score too early because then he'll lose. He's putting himself in a position to lose 2-1. Conversely, if he's on defense at the start of the game, he'll at least be guaranteed a full 11 players on his roster. He's not particularly fragile. AV8 is not super resilient, but it's not AV7. It's a far cry from AV7. So you'll probably see him get a little aggressive on defense, right? He'll be trying to pressure this very slow cage. He'll be trying to force this Dwarven team to have to start taking rolls that they don't want to take. There's not a lot of rerolls on the Dwarven team, right? They have 3, which is plenty when you want to use them. But man, it doesn't seem like a lot when you start to lose them, right? So expect this Elven defense to get very aggressive, to start pressuring that cage and try to pick this ball off. If they can do that, they stand a very good chance of winning this game 2-0. They can pick it off when they're on defense, they can get the score, and then they'll be on offense in the second half. They can score again. It's very easy to score for this team. So when they're on offense, if they're up 1-0, they can just decide to score really whenever they want and feel pretty good about it. Neither coach in Discord at the moment. We are a little early. We'll wait for this game to get underway. Blood Bowl 3 dropped today. It dropped 12 hours early. It's certainly a game. I've been having nothing but difficulty with it. I don't know. I see a bunch of people streaming it. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're just playing casuals. But man, I've had a tough time getting games to work, getting leagues to work, getting competitions to work. It's been a rough few hours for Blood Bowl 3 and me. SB Beaver says, such high praise. To be fair, it took me 3 or 4 tries to get the game to start against an AI. Yeah. It's been rough. I do like where they're going with it. I do like the new AI. I don't like the AI. I like the new UI. I do like the new UI. I think the graphic design is on point. I like the banked time you have past the 2-minute mark on your turns. You get an extra 700. You get an extra 7 minutes 30 seconds a pool of time that you can spend on your turns throughout the game. So you can go over the 2-minute timer on turns if you like. And then, of course, all the new rules that come with BB 2020. And it looks like the Dinnerbell Darlings are going to be on defense to start this game. Why can't I hear the game? Why is there no game audio? What is going on? Oh, we gotta fix this. What on earth is happening? The audio is all set up correctly. Audio is just not coming through. What on earth? No. No, I don't. What on earth is happening? I'm just going to restart the game. That's what I'm going to do, because I have no idea what's happening. We'll see if this works. If this does not work, there's an option. I'd prefer not to use it, but we'll use it. No, it's supposed to go to its own channel. And it... There we go. Yeah, just... Wasn't anything. It was the game. The game just decided it wasn't going to have audio. All right, neat. A buggy day for Blood Bowl today. All right, so the game hasn't started yet, thankfully. You can see Doug the Minotaur on defense. He has a 3-man defensive line. He's screening out this Elven team. It's really what you have to do to stop their forward movement. They're just too fast. Once they get behind you, you're not going to stop them. Here's the kick. And the weather is going to stay exactly the way it is, but the ball's got an extra space. And now turn one. So that's kind of catchy. Dinnerbell Darlings with the +1 fame advantage as expected. That's kind of catchy. Spent no money in the inducement phase. Hank the Ranger says, are there any images of this foot pedal setup? There is, in fact, in the closing credits of the Season 2 championship game. Very shallow kick here by the Dinnerbell Darlings. First block of the game is going to be a knockdown on the left side of the pitch. Two-dive block on the center defensive tackle. He's going to get a knockdown on Wyatt Burke. Yeah, I'm excited to play Blood Bowl 3. I just need it to actually play. It needs to work. It's just not, it's not quite there yet. Gets an assist on Soy Rogers. We'll take that block last. He's going to take that block with the Journeyman. Here comes the blitz. No, he's going to blitz instead. 3-die blitz with the number 5 lineman one time at band camp. If you haven't noticed, that's kind of catchy. All the players are named after catchphrases. Takes a both down result, but that's not going to be a turnover thanks to the wrestle skill. Wrestle says when you have a both down result, you can both be knocked to the ground. There will not be an armor roll, but there also won't be a turnover. Good for frail teams. Failed to pick up here. He's going to spend the reroll. Spent that reroll because the ball is so close to the line of scrimmage. And the Witch Elf is going to foul to start this game. And she got called off the pitch. Oh no. I am. She got a stun on the foul. Got called off the pitch. That is not a good trade at all. For That's Kind of Catchy. One-man player advantage for the Dinnerbell Darlings. Remember, That's Kind of Catchy is fielding 2 journeymen as well. One here, one here. Alney Bruno says it'll keep her from getting maimed, though. Sure, it keeps her safe, but why have her if you're not going to use her? Why have her at all? 2-9 block gets the POW here. Got that block. That assist, rather, thanks to the guard skill. You'll see that in use a lot. Blitz has been spent. No more blocks to take by the Dinnerbell Darlings. They are going to take a bunch of marks. This is what we talked about in the pregame. He's going to take these marks. He's going to bash these players down if he gets the chance. Moves Kevin Bacon, the safety, back a number of spaces. Turn 2 now for That's Kind of Catchy. That's Kind of Catchy. They're not a weak team. They have a strength of 3 on their players. They can punch back. The problem is going up against all of this guard. Two-die block. Gets the knockdown on Soy Rogers. Ball was moved back to dead center of the pitch. Bazinga, the number 3 blitzer, on their own 2-yard line. El Nubrino says good chain push too. It's great chain push. Yes, indeed. With 1 minute to go. 1-die block taken against Gravy Crockett. This will work out. Takes the 2-die block against Butch Casserole. Got the POW here. This is going to free up the number 11 journeyman. .34 seconds left in turn 2 for That's Kind of Catchy. The journeyman's going to move down pitch. He's going to be a receiver threat. Here's another foul. Doesn't get anything out of the foul. Doesn't get called off. Fail to dodge. It's going to spend another re-roll here. That's Kind of Catchy down to 1 re-roll. And yet another failed dodge. Wow. Wow, these elves have an AG of 4. These positive dodges are a 2+. And that's 2 failed elf dodges in a turn. Sweet Bunny absolutely not happy about that, I have to imagine. Let's see if Doug the Minotaur commits 2 people to blitzing down the number 11 lineman. He might think he has a better option here. Gets an assist. So it looks like he's not going to foul the number 11 lineman. And this is, in fact, not an assist. Just a mark, keeping this lineman away from the end zone. Failed the GFI here. Spent the reroll to get the mark on the ball carrier. In fact, he's marking 4 players. Two-die blitz. Two-die blitz gets a POW. Gets an injury. Gets an injury. Well done. 2-man player advantage now for the Dinnerbell Darlings. It's 2 players on the ball carrier. Remember, even though number 5 moved in here and was marked by 4 players, he has the guard skill. Both of these players are giving assists, no matter what. Blitz has been spent. The Dinnerbell Darlings have 27 seconds left to consider where to move their final 3 players on the pitch. With 3 seconds to go, the big Ragu shifts in 1 space. And he's going to pull back General So into a linebacker position. Turn 3 now for That's Kinda Catchy. Two-die block. They're going to get General Custer out of the way here. Good dodge. He moves back a number of spaces. Needs to be careful here. He can't really end his movement here unless he plans on doing something about General Custer. Or if he thinks another player can't get in for the block. If General Custer stands up, he will lend an assist against this player. Malik, welcome to the stream. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of catchy down to 1 reroll and another failed 2+ dodge for this Alvin team. Spends the final reroll, 3 turns, 3 rerolls. Had to cage up here. He's in a very difficult position. General Custer, remember. Oh my goodness! Yet again. I hit the wrong button. Ah, well. There's that assist. Can anybody get back here? He pulled the player over here to try to prevent the outside blitz. So he has sort of a standard tight cage over here. It's going to be difficult to come in on the blitzer, on the ball carrier. You pull the player over here to force any blitzer to have to move all the way around to the corner to get at the ball carrier, and these dwarves just don't have the movement to really do it. Hank the Ranger says, I think the elves have been drugged. They seem unsteady on their feet. Berserker Tempest says, I think I'm figuring out the favors of Nuffle. Go from all elves to all dwarves, and that's it. I don't know. I think Nuffle really can't be predicted. Two-die blitz gets a POW against number 9. He's gonna get a chain push on the ball carrier. Breaks armor, gets a stun. Malik says, I'm starting to think he pissed in Nuffle's Cheerios. He might have. He might have. Takes a mark. There's still going to be a positive dodge here for the ball carrier, but what does it matter? These elves can't dodge to save their life. Dinnerbell Darlings taking these marks. Again, these are great marks. You're here. You want to go here. So you place your piece here. This means this player, if he wants a positive dodge, has to move backwards. And let's just ignore him for a second. And then you start moving forwards, right? So you've got to dodge out, you got to make the die roll, and you're losing effectively 2 spaces of movement to get to where you want to go. Shifts the ball carrier. The 2+ dodge worked out this time. Shifts the ball carrier to the left wide zone. It's only turn 4. Remember, even if he were to score, he doesn't want to give the Dinnerbell Darlings enough time to score on this half. Malik says he'll never fail a dodge again. We'll see. So far, you're right. Good dodge by the journeyman. No more positive dodges for anyone. These 2 players are too well marked. Went for the 3+, failed, even though SPV lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. That wasn't a GFI, that was a 3+. Malik says, I've seen 4 fails and been here for 2 minutes. Yeah, the dice have been rough on this team. Yes, Elder Marino has the strats. See, Sweet Bunny's doing this on purpose. He's deliberately getting all of his bad rolls out of his system now. And that's going to be nothing but 6s. Finally, we see the 2-die blitz on that downfield journeyman. That works out. Dinnerbell Darlings doing a fantastic job of keeping this defense together. Look at this line. Solid defensive line. And he still has his linebackers, and he still has his safety. He is not letting these elves run past him. Once again, taking these marks. Taking these marks. He wants to get these hits if he'll be allowed to take them on his next turn. SB Beaver says the strength 4 runner is just too much. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? Why don't you ask Malik about that? I'm pretty sure he put your strength 4 runner right where he deserved to be. Yeah, it's a 2-man player advantage right now. Turn 5, not getting overly aggressive here, keeping that defensive formation intact. Look at all these marks he has. He has a mark on every single Elven player except the ball carrier, and now the ball carrier is running off the pitch. He moves all the way back to his own 22-yard line. Can we call that a sack? Go for a 2-dive blitz on the Troll Slayer. Gravy Crockett. It's going to be the Russell skill. Knocks them both down. No armor roll, but the drive continues. Sweet Bunny really had no place for this blitzer to go, so he uses his speed advantage to get to safety. He'll try to reset next turn, try to make something happen. He still has plenty of time to try to score. You can see him repositioning his backs to try to get some pitch control, to try to get a lane to run down. Good dodge by the downfield journeyman. That journeyman is in scoring position. Another good dodge, this time by the journeyman on the line. That's kind of catchy. Has to be very cautious with the turn order here. We're in the second quarter of the game, but they have no rerolls remaining for this half. SB Beaver says that Journeyman must like getting beat up. I think he stands up every turn just to get murdered by the runner. I guess what Journeymen are there to do, right? To get beat up. So you can see Sweet Bunny trying to exert some pitch control. He's trying to give himself a lane, a hole to move down, and then he has players down pitch to try to get this ball too. Yet another failed dodge. This was a 3+ dodge, failed. Now turn 5 back to the Dinnerbell Darlings. I do like how in Blood Bowl 3, this auto camera, you can disable it. That's very nice. General So, the number 6 blitzer, takes a mark on Giggity Giggity, the number 2 blitzer for... that's kind of catchy. Takes another mark. Even if he can't get the blocks off these marks, he's forcing these elves to dodge. And let's say they're all positive dodges. Let's say they're all 2+. You roll 6 of them, you're bound to fail one, right? So it's very, very risky to roll dice, no matter how safe they are in this game. A D6, that's just 6 faces. There's just not enough faces to really feel confident that you're going to succeed on a die roll. Spends the reroll here. He gets the push. Doesn't go for the surf. Instead, he wants to push this player back 1 space. Meaning, if this player wants to get down pitch, he's going to have to dodge a bunch. He's going to have to roll a bunch of dice. Alex says, hey, we get BB3 tomorrow. It's like Christmas. Yeah, you'll get it at midnight. They actually released it 12 hours early for some reason. But yeah, you'll get it in just a few hours. Number 3. Bazinga. Bazinga. Bazinga's gonna move all the way to the corner on their own 24-yard line. All right. I mean, if that's kind of catchy, pulls a score out of this, I'm going to be very impressed. That's kind of catchy. Spent the last 50 minutes saying, I don't know where to go. Every single one of his players are marked by this dwarven team. And failed to dodge. Failed and got injured. Oh no, he's going to lose a point of armor value. And that might be the end of his career. Failed the 2+ dodge, got injured, lost an AV. And that's a 3-man player advantage for the Dinnerbell Darlings. Two-die block. Gets a pal here on number 10. Had a push result first. Push him into another block. It's going to break armor. SB Beaver says, hey, listen, AV6 is good. That's still a 40% chance of not taking another injury. Yeah, great. Alex says, might as well died. I agree. Well, except, yeah, no, I agree. I think AV6 just, personally, I think AV6 is just not worth it. It's not worth the TV that you're giving up. Doug the Minotaur continuing to mark every single player. Here's a 2-die blitz. He's going to get the knockdown. And that'll be his turn. You'll also notice, not only is he keeping his formation intact, but he is staying in front of the elves, right? Look, here. He is staying on this side of the pitch because he knows that these elves turn 7 for That's Kind of Catchy. They have to end this turn in scoring position. They kind of are now. They've got to stand up and they've got to stay on their feet to be in scoring position. But they're in a tough spot here. Can he get there? Yet another 2+ dodge foul. Wait, it wasn't a foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Surf this guy! Surf this blitzer! It's 2 GFIs. Oh no, he can't. Yes, he can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Here comes the surf. He's got it. Well done. Bazinga gets KO'd. Where's the ball going to get thrown in? Oh boy. The Dinnerbell Darlings could potentially score. Let's see. They got to get this ball in their hands. Dinnerbell Darlings are going to set up a cage on the 14-yard line. Who's going to pick up the ball? You think it's going to be Soy Rogers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a GFI. I think it's going to be Soy Rogers. I mean, it has to be Soy Rogers, really. Oh man, moved back all the way into the corner of the pitch and said, you know what? He won't GFI to blitz me. Moving all of his players first. This is what you do. There isn't a standing elf on the pitch. Here comes the ball pickup. He has no ball pickup? Oh, is he going to pick it up with Queso Bill? Didn't pick the ball up. Boy, that's going to be... he's going to get one more attempt, maybe. I'm trying to score here in just a minute. Turn 8. That's kind of catchy. Neither team with a reroll. An impeccable Dwarven defense here. And and a little bit of Nuffle's favor. And a lot of bit of Nuffle's favor. That's kind of... What do you do? What do you do? What do you do at this point? Do you try to go for the ball with, like, say, your journeyman? Just do something wacky? Get the ball, try to punt it? That might be what I do. I have a positive dodge here to a -2 dodge to a -2 pickup, and then just try to get rid of the ball. When you pass, you do not have to choose a receiver to pass to. You're choosing a square to pass to. So if you choose an empty square, that's typically what's considered a punt. The first rule of Fight Club. The number 6 lineman, 2 GFIs to get in front of this ball. Gets in front of the ball, he marks General So as well. These are the only 2 scorers, General So and the Big Ragu. General So has a MA of 5. He can get the end zone without a GFI. Turn 8 for the Dinnerbell Darlings. They do not have a reroll. I imagine we'll see a blitz on number 6. 2-die block gets a push here. He was looking to free up number 10. It didn't happen. Probably see the blitz with one of these 2 players on number 6. He'll get the assist by General So. The other player will pick the ball up, try to hand it off to General So to score. He's going to take his blocks first. If he wants to score, this is scary because he didn't have a reroll. Gonna get a 2-die block on number 9. Who's on first? Boy, that worked out due to the block skill. Here's that blitz. 2-die blitz! So all he needed was... Russell was used there to save the armor roll for the first rule of Fight Club. But really, he just needed that knockdown. Kevin Bacon, the GFI handoff, failed the handoff. Good effort, though. 0-0 is going to be the score at the half. The Dinnerbell Darlings are going to be on offense. What a zany first half. Man, oh man. Four elves are off the pitch going into this next drive. 11v7 on the pitch. That's kind of catchy. Was held on the first half by a absolutely fantastic Dwarven defense. Doug the Minotaur. And now he's going to be on offense. He just needs to get the ball into the end zone. He'll be trying to move forward with every single turn. He doesn't move too fast. He needs to keep moving forward. But once he gets to that end zone, he is all but certain to stall for as long as he can. Because this Elven team can score in just 2 turns. Dinnerbell Darlings are given the right wide zone. That's kind of catchy. Just doesn't have enough players to cover the entire width of the pitch. Dinnerbell Darlings are going to spread wide. They're going to continue to try to bash down this team. He'll set up a cage. That's what all of these players are for. No matter where this ball goes, he'll have players available to set up a cage and then start moving it down pitch. Here's the kick. Quick snap. Every single player of the Dinnerbell Darlings gets to move a single space. He'll pull back his cage players toward the ball as well as Kevin Bacon. Ball bounces to the 12-yard line. The Dinnerbell Darlings are up. Two-die block. They get the push on the right defensive tackle. Another two-die coming up. This time on the left defensive tackle. He's going to get a knockdown. Final two-die on number 11, the Journeyman. Oh, nobody has guard. It's not a two-die. It's a one-die. Now it's a two-die. Two-die block. This works out due to the block skill. The line's been blocked down. Blitz still on the table. We'll probably see him on turn 10 shift back to mid-pitch. Just because the opponent has so few players that if he's at mid-pitch, he has so many movement options that the defense cannot possibly cover everywhere he wants to go. Whereas if he commits to the right wide zone, he gives the defense a fighting chance. Looks like he's going to try to secure this right wide zone regardless here. You can see he's setting up this wall. Yeah, with a four-man player advantage, I'd be fouling every turn. I'd be fouling every turn. Good pickup thanks to sure hands. And he's going to shift this ball back towards center pitch. He's going to keep that Journeyman safe. He says, I'm not going to foul you, sir. You don't even work for these people. I'm not going to foul you. Turn 9 for That's Kind of Catchy. Foul there would have been a 4+ foul. That's Kind of Catchy. Stands up the number 10 Journeyman. Two-die blitz. Gets a push on Soy Rogers. Sweet Bunny doing everything he can to keep this defense intact. Just doesn't have the players on the pitch. You can say he's setting up this staggered formation here. He's trying to give himself defensive options. "30 seconds left in turn 9 for That's Kinda Catchy." 2 good dodges by the journeyman of all people. He's going to move down pitch. Turn 10 now for the Dinnerbell Darlings. 2-die block to start things off. Gets a push against the other journeyman. That'll be the only block taken this turn. Still has a blitz. Blitz is going to be on that downfield journeyman. Here it comes. 2-die blitz. He gets a push. This is the Troll Slayer. He has Frenzy. He's going to get a 2-die follow-up here. And now he gets the knockdown. Well done. I kept hitting W. I was like, why is the camera going so far forward? Kevin Bacon's going to advance to his own 4-yard line here. Doug the Minotaur continuing to mark as many players as he can. Sweet Bunny has yet to use any rerolls. SB Beaver says time for an uphill double dodge blitz. I think the name of the game for That's Kinda Catchy is they just want to keep their formation intact and stay in front of the cage. It's just going to take one mistake. One mistake by Doug the Minotaur. If this ball gets loose, That's Kinda Catchy can snake that ball and score. Dead easy. They can't be caught. Backfield journeyman stands up. He's marking the Troll Slayer. That's kind of catchy. He's shuffling around his secondary here. Just trying to stay in front of the cage. Have movement options. 2-die blitz on the Troll Slayer is going to get a push. There's no movement left with the blitzer, other than GFIs. Good dodge by Say Hello to My Little Friend. 2-die block on Paul Funyon gets the knockdown. And Ranger said, if only you had a string 4 word answer. Ah, if only. Paul Funyon's going to move right back into position. General So will follow up to his left. Maybe a blitz on the number 10 lineman, the journeyman. Yes, indeed. 2-die blitz. This works out due to the block skill. Kevin Bacon crosses the line of scrimmage. He is now in opposing territory. He is in this Dark Elf 2-yard line now. On the 2-yard line. Blitz has been spent. He's just reshuffling the Dwarven team. Remember, Dwarves really want to stay grouped up. All of that block, all of that guard is only going to be handy when you've got those assists. Turn 11 now for That's Kind of Catchy. That's kind of catchy. Deciding how he wants to play this turn. He's got a number of his players marked. 2 players in the backfield. How is he going to leverage those players? Probably going to start trying to apply some pressure to this cage and force Doug the Minotaur to start spending some rerolls. 2-die block gets the defender stumbles result on the Sunday Kid, but this will be a knockdown. Plenty of movement left for this blitzer. Moves him back into this middle linebacker position. Christina would have blitzed the ball carrier. Deciding not to apply pressure to the ball carrier. Instead, he's going to shuffle these backfield players back to the left to lend the assist against Butch Casserole. He'll get the POW here. Gets the 10 plus. Doesn't break armor. Or rather, he does break armor. Gets stunned. Good dodge once again by the number 10 Journeyman. Turn 12 back to the Dinnerbell Darlings. I gotta tell you, Sweet Bunny doing his darndest here on defense with just 7 players on the pitch. He's conceding a space turn after turn, but he's still staying in front of this offense. Gets the assist for the 2-die block on the number 8 lineman. Gets the knockdown. This is on the left side of the line. Snow White, Snow White, the 7 little elves. That's how the story goes, right? Ball's going to advance forward 1 space. Kevin Bacon now on That's Kind of Catchy's 6-yard line. 2-die blitz. Gets a push here. Spends the reroll. He gets the knockdown on number 7. I think Sweet Bunny's okay with that. That's 1 reroll down. Turn 12 now for That's Kinda Catchy. Take a mark on number 9. Number 9's not going anywhere. He's still giving assists. He has the guard skill though. This defense now encircling this cage. This cage is looking to bust out. They do have a hole right here. But you can bet that the number 7 lineman will stand back up, fill in that gap. Two players to stand up. He's thinking about where he wants his players to be. He doesn't want to stand them up yet if he plans to move them. Two-die blitz on Paul Funyon gets a push. He won't follow up here. That's that defense right back in front of this cage. Gets the mark on Soy Rogers. Two-eye block gets the knockdown. Gets a stun on General Custer. This is a decent stun. We'll see if he can capitalize. He just doesn't have the players. Wow, double skulls after a reroll. That's unfortunate. Just trying to make a move there. Did the one die block. Got a skull. Decided to re-roll it. And got another skull. And now Riorn. Now Riorn. He eats a two-die block, gets a pow, gets KO'd in retaliation. 5-man player advantage for the Dinnerbell Darlings. Two skulls followed by two pals. Two-day block. Got the assist with General So. He's going to get to knock down Brick's armor again. Gets a stun. And now this defense has all but been pushed, shoved aside to the left. I don't think Doug the Minotaur is really fearing much of anything at this point. Troll Slayer is going to move over to the right wide zone. This is going to be where the pocket is. There he goes. 50 seconds left in this first turn of the final quarter of play. It's a draw ball game, 0-0, but the Dinnerbell Darlings are in fantastic shape. Two-die blitz. Gets the pow on the number 7 lineman. A 9+ will break armor. He got it. Gets a stun. Another great stun. Two-die block on the number 11 journeyman to close out this turn. Gets another knockdown. Oh, it doesn't take it on the journeyman. Takes it on the permanent player, of course. 6-man player advantage for the Dinnerbell Darlings. Oh, you heard that. That's a failed dodge by That's Kinda Catchy. He says, you know what? Forget it. 5 players left on the pitch. 4 are prone. Turn 14 the Dinnerbell Darlings. They'll huddle up by the end zone. And That's Kinda Catchy is going to have to endure 3 more turns of brutality here. Of the ELF children. The Electronic Light Foundation children. Gets a knockdown on the final remaining standing elf player. Will we see any fouls? I would have been fouling long ago. But Doug the Minotaur looks like he's not the fouling type. And that's perfectly okay. Moves his elves into position. They really can't be stopped at this point. Turn 14 for That's Kinda Catchy. One player is stunned. 4 others are prone. Wow. Wow, stand up to 3 dodges. He gets number 6. Down pitch. He moves the number 2 blitzer way back across the line of scrimmage. Just trying to keep that player safe. Perhaps putting him in scoring position if he can get this ball back. Another good dodge. One more dodge will leave the Dinnerbell Darlings with no blocks to take, and there it is. Turn 15 for the Dinnerbell Darlings. They'll almost certainly blitz down. They'll almost certainly blitz down the first rule of Fight Club, the number 6 lineman with wrestle. SB Beaver. Thank you for the bits. He does need a hero. Yeah, here's that blitz. 2-die blitz gets the pal. Wow. What did Sweet Buddy do to Nuffle? Nuffle just has a grudge today. Well, if Sweet Bunny wants to get at this ball, he's got approximately 47,000 dodges to make. If he has any hope of getting it, or if he wants to get this ball, he's got to do it on this turn. And he went for it. I respect it. He's got to spend a reroll. Makes his first dodge 75%. Naturally, it failed because Nuffle hates him today. Dinnerbell Darlings, they have some rerolls. They'll take a blitz. They'll score. And then that'll leave one. Oh no, he's just going to score. 1-0. The Dinnerbell Darlings take the lead here with 1 turn to go in the ball game. Holy moly. That is hideous. Thank you for the bits. 2 players are going to come back onto the pitch mercifully for That's Kinda Catchy. They're going to have 1 turn to score. I don't know if there's a 1-turn setup here. We'll see how the Dinnerbell Darlings set up their offensive line, or their defensive line. But if there's a riot, That's Kinda Catchy will get 2 turns, and then they could certainly score and tie the game. 11v7 on the pitch now. 4-man player advantage. Number 8's back to receive. Looks like he might be trying to do it. I don't know if he's got the players for it. Let's see. This goes here. He's got a player in here. Goes this way. 6. Gosh, he just didn't have the movement. Just doesn't have the movement. If he's gonna try it, then number 2 has probably got to be the player to. Yeah, well, it looks like he's not gonna do it. So it's not gonna be. It's not going to be a riot, so that's going to be the game. 1-0. Dinnerbell Darlings are going to win this one, but That's Kinda Catchy is going to get an opportunity here to pass for some SVP, to block down a dwarf, or two. Where's the GFI? Does he have a one-turn plan? Nope, not this direction. That's one block. He can take another one, and he still has a blitz. Two-die blitz gets the knockdown on the big Ragu, so he's not going to get the second block. Everything left to do is to score for some SVP, unless he wants a GG foul here. It looks like he does. There it is. GG foul. Oh, that's what I like to see. I took the GG foul, got the death on the big Ragu, but the Oppo saved him. The final score, the Dinnerbell Darlings are going to win this one 1-0. They just put on a clinic this evening. Ball possession for both teams was pretty even. SPP for the night, not a whole lot. The Dinnerbell Darlings are going to pick up 10. That's kind of catchy. Just going to get the MVP on Say Hello to My Little Friend. Man. Am I muted? How am I muted? I can see I'm not muted. Yeah, I'm not muted at all. I got scared. I was like, wait, no, I can see the. Anyway, yeah, Dinnerbell Darlings just doing a fantastic job with this Dwarven team. That's kind of catchy. Obviously, a good coach in his own right, but man, those dice. Those dice. Let's take a look at the dice rolls. Man, holy moly. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. One game left to be played. Actually, two games left to be played this week, but one's being played as we speak. That is the battle between the two league champions. Nick Satan, the Season 1 champion, is facing off against Clyphus, the current league champion. That's Carnivores versus Nice and Nuffle. That's being played as we speak. And one more game to be played. I believe it's been scheduled for Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might be wrong about that. But that's going to be the Themyscira Termagants versus Donkey Teeth. That's Merrick versus Dead Fred. And that's Amazon versus Wood Elf. That's going to be a good one to watch. I am excited for it. Oh yeah, so it's Thursday, February 21, 22, 20, February 23rd at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's UTC -5. And that'll do it for week 6. After that, there's one more week of regular play before the cut to top 4. And when that gets scheduled, the scheduling will start on Friday. And you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages at Twitter, Mastodon, and Facebook. You can listen to our podcast, Mammal Talk, and watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl. Where else can you get murdered all game? And then on the final turn, literally foul and murder your opponent. You can play Blood Bowl 2, or Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 2 on Steam. You can now also play it via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store until Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. Take care, everyone.